Hello, welcome to March 18th, 2023. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation video. This is an exercise that I perform each and every morning shortly after waking up. It's now 4:34 a.m. I'm running a little bit behind schedule. I do this in order to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours, including my sleep time, and see how I did applying my principles to the challenges that I met. If I was able to leverage a better outcome, improve myself, and tune myself to the mark. I then plan for the coming day, think about what's ahead, and prepare for the obstacles, challenges, and opportunities that I'll meet. Let's begin. First, last night and yesterday. Slept deep, just till just before the alarm went off. Then I woke, well, not even then. Feels like I kind of drifted away from the deep, death-like sleep that I was in to awakeness. Oh, here comes the dog. Let me close the door just a second. Welcome. I'm not kidding when I say it was a death-like sleep. It's like just completely gone. And that's nice. I like that. Heaven knows I needed it. It was a tough day yesterday. Come on. There you go, boy. Hold on. You're sitting on the wire. Sorry, there we go. Pull it right off. Oh, then I got up, and so I slept. I think I feel better because of the good night's sleep that I got. But my body is full of aches. Juan doesn't like it when I talk about the aches and the creaks and the progression towards death. I find it fascinating. It's happening for sure. It's like watching an advancing army. Like being in a small town where the Mongol hordes are a day away, and choosing instead to, or whatever horde you want it to be, the armies of Alexander maybe, and you're in the way. And instead of going about my business or fleeing, I choose to climb a small hill and watch the dust being raised by the heavy footsteps and the horses and the ox carts, the war engines approaching. That's how I feel. It's fascinating, even though it's coming and it's going to bring destruction to my village and death, and probably to me too. It's fascinating to watch. That's what it's like to chronicle this process. And sure, maybe it'll hasten my demise in some way by setting up a negative mental framework. But that's all right. It's not going to matter if I'm dead, for 1 trillion years minus 70 years or 60. It ain't going to make a crap of difference. It really doesn't. Although it does make a difference maybe in terms of the waves of impact that I can have through the spreading of my message of Going Alone, the Good Life Creed. That might make a difference, and it does. But this is part of that. This is part and parcel of the honest message, right? Looking at death approaching and chronicling, describing its approach. Hold on just a second. Yesterday was another good, solid day of work. Man, that was a fantastic week of work. But I'm exhausted as a result. In terms of challenges, just the only challenge yesterday was trying to keep my balance. Still not feeling good. My brain is still off. It's tough it was tougher than usual, much tougher than usual yesterday and the whole week, keeping my balance. I found myself just fantasizing about my escape, our escape, Yumiko and I, our escape from America. Not to escape from America necessarily, but to escape from the hard work, the difficulty of this life. It's so this way of life. I know it's necessary. I know somebody's got to do it, and heaven knows I've done it. I don't want to keep doing this anymore. I want a simple, quiet, peaceful existence where I can read my books and walk and think and consume very little, need very little, and quietly advance into the remaining years. Not this frenetic hamster wheel. So I found myself yesterday dreaming, as I do, of the little houses in Japan that Yumiko and I found. That was my opportunity, I guess, and my challenge. Let's do the good life. My 7 objectives are to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize my true limits and my true opportunities, and to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. Now my principles. These are war. I'm not looking at the clock. I've got a reason. If you go past 10 minutes, it changes the upload paradigm. So I'm not going to let that bother me. My principles are war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, the social principle, the principle of family, public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be born, the feast of Offal, the best seat in the house, distraction, excuse me, agency and the great indifference, the restless man, the uphill climb, no, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the bullseye aim, script writing, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, and the principle of fun. There, I got through those. My plan for today now is to finish this, upload this, type out my words, read my Bible. Today it'll be, Micah 3. Edit a page of Freeway Bible Study. Then I'll feed the dogs and let them out in that reverse order. Let them out and then feed them. and have myself some breakfast, and then I'll try to decide if I'm going to do my reading this morning. I should stay. Do my book reading at the beach. I think I will. Or tomorrow. I'll do it this weekend, but I think I'll do it today. It's the schedule for today. I'll go to the beach and do my book reading, update my journal. I have a lot to do. And then I'll wash the car, tidy up the inside, and then Mimiko and I are headed out to the Inland Empire to visit with my. We're taking my niece and nephew to lunch and bringing them their gifts from Japan. That's the plan. That's what we're going to do. Oh, I can tell you about one thing that was a challenge yesterday. I took my wife's car out. I went out to do two things in the afternoon. I noticed the air pressure was low on one of the tires. We just got new tires on her car. And while I was getting air at the gas station, I noticed there was a screw stuck in the tire. That was the cause of the air leaking out. So I called up a tire. This is late. This is like 4:35 p.m. And we have this trip to do today. So I called up a tire place down the street. I said, if I've got a screw in my tire, if I bring it by, can you help me out? And I knew time was short. And he said, sure, bring it on by. So I went there and I got lost because my brain doesn't work. And finally got there, went in, and he said, oh, no, we can't take any more work today. Now, time is short. That's why I called, because I was concerned that there might not be enough time. And I got upset, but it didn't show at all. I simply said, oh, I see. Okay, thank you. And it turned to, I did say, add to it. I said, I just called 15 minutes ago and asked if you guys had time to do it. And he said, I'm sorry, we can't do it. I don't even think he said he's sorry. I said, all right. And that's when the moment came, bam. I was like, the emotion rose. I was like, gosh darn it, But it didn't show. I caught it coming up. And I recognized what was within my control and what was not within my control. And what was not within my control was how that man operated that big tire store. What was within my control was my ability to recognize that this is just one of those instances when life doesn't go well. To walk away, call another tire store, which I did. Big O tire down the street, which Yumiko thought was a big old tire, which was cute. I told her about it later. And I went to Big O Tire, lickety split. They took care of it, great customer service. I'll be going back to Big Old Tire in the future and not that other place. Okay, time to stop. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. And with that, my life is done, if not finished. Take care.